channel. I do hope you're doing well. It is that time of the year and we are back in the place with the god-awful lighting. But it's better you're away then with the god-awful lighting than having to see what I look like up close, ain't it? My lovelies, it is my what I got for Christmas 2022. Can you believe this is the third one I've done? Sitting in the same position with the same awful lighting, we are going to go with it. Now, before I get into it, I am not bragging by any shape, means or forms, if that's even the right context to say it, Shan. I literally just want to show you what I got, because I'm not going to be lying, my lovelies. I'm quite nosy. I love to watch these videos because it also then gives me ideas of what I could ask for like birthdays and next Christmas even so. Right. There is a lot of random odds and bobs that when I show you, you're probably going to think, what on earth is that? Mum got the memo, Dada got the memo. We have some bits from people at work, which I was very, very surprised at. And yeah, there's just a few odds and bobs. You're going to see a little overview. And what I will also do is I'll show you the few things that I treated myself with. Because if you can't treat yourself at Christmas, when can you treat yourself, all right? So as I say, apologies for the god-awful lighting. We are going to go with it. We shall see how it goes. And yeah, let's get into my what I got for Christmas 2022. Right, I think we will kick off with bits and bobs that I got from friends at work. So the first thing, everyone knows that I love a bit of Baileys at Christmas. So a bottle of Baileys went down like a treat, because you know what? I may or may not have already gone through all the Baileys in my home. I've got an apple pie and red velvet left, so they're not all fully gone, but a classic proper Baileys, that is gone. So yes, very much appreciated. And I also got 2 packs of Haribo's, which I've already eaten, so I can't show you that. I do apologise, my lovelies. And then, so what should we'll start with this. So you will all know I love Disney, and this year I kind of got obsessed with Stitch. It was everywhere in Primark and it was just everywhere, screaming my name. So one of my friends was like, something Disney, something like to do with what she likes. We all know Lilo and Stitch is Elvis. Elvis has my heart. So I get ridiculed for having my blankie. Well, I wouldn't say ridiculed, but it's like a little running joke. So here is my very own Christmas Stitch, and he has his little blankie. So in essence, me and Stitch can chill with our blankets, and it's perfectly fine, ain't it, mate? You probably have seen him in the backdrops of some of the videos, because he sits pride of place on my bed now, because if he has his blankie and chilling, he's by my side when I've got my blankie and chilling. However, not gonna lie, I kind of haven't reached for my blankie as much, because he's like the perfect size when I get into bed to just snuggle and pop my head on, obviously without makeup because we don't want to ruin him. But yeah, so I have a new little Disney toy to add to the collection, and here's my little festive one. Very, very cute. And then also, if you know, I was speaking about in, I think it was the decorating for Christmas vlog, because I am thinking maybe in the next year to 3 years max, I want to move out. And I want Christmas to be like traditions. Even though it's just me on my own, I want to make traditions for myself. So I said to Mum and Dada that when I move out, I would like as one of my presents a tree decoration from Swarovski. Now, you know me, there is Swarovski in this haul because we all know your girl is obsessed with it. So I said what I would like is they started doing really nice Christmas decorations, and Dada was a bit like, meh. Mum was like, it's fine. I said, like, maybe get a Christmas decoration and then get a little card to go with it and just write maybe like the year and why you bought it and what's happened in that year. So it's a little thing that I want to have a box of my little decorations with the cards, so that when you open them, you can have a trip down memory lane. I also want to start other traditions on my trees, like certain designers and certain styles I want to collect, because all of the decorations we have here, me and Mama G are going to be fighting over when I move. I want that, I want that, I want that. So the way it's going to go is whenever I do move, the first year is pretty much going to be take everything to my home, decorate and see how I like, and then mum will take her bits, and whatever's left or there's space I can go and buy more. So there is a few brands that I do love. Gisela Graham, you know her, she is in all the garden centres, and I have quite a few of her bits already, but I want to try and start getting maybe like key pieces. And then to go along with the Disney theme, one of my friends actually has like a Disney tree. Their tree is pretty much made up of all Disney stuff, and I was like, that is really cool, like to have stuff with Disney. We all know I love Disney. So they've helped me start a new tradition, and that will be to have Disney decks on my tree. I was so tempted to put this up this year, but I was like, no, I don't want to ruin it. I want to keep this for when I move out. And guys, it is Stitch themed. It's Stitch on his little rocket ship, but it's got the little bow on, it's got his lights. How cute is that? How cute. So now I can have, this is what I'm picturing, like maybe having my tree, whether it be this one when I move or even my one in the room, Stitch is on my bed. However, I'm thinking of potentially putting Stitch like under the bed, under the tree, to go along with the decoration. So then they're like chilling side by side. He's in his rocket ship doing his thing. Stitch is chilling there with Blanky. But yeah, so a lot of people who like know me know that I like to start traditions as I'm getting older, because now I'm thinking like, I'm 30 in 3 years. Well, come next year it will be 2 years. That's like a big milestone. A lot of people are already in their milestones. They're engaged or have a home or have a baby, any of that. That hasn't really panned out for me, and I'm not going to lie, I'm taking it as it comes. My main thing at the moment is be free, travel, love life. And then you will know, if you've been following my vlogmases, I had an envelope delivered about a month ago. I feel like it was the 16th of November, because it was a month to the date of our Christmas party. And I had it under my tree, and they said, don't open it. And I was like, no, I won't. You know me, the urge to open something when someone tells me no. But I didn't. I kept it under the tree. And when it was our work's Christmas do, I opened some presents, and I finally got to open the red envelope. So I waffle on. You know me, we sit here and waffle all the time, and I waffle on about pretty much everything and anything, from crisps to sweets to travelling to Bora Bora to absolutely everything. And we must have been in a conversation one day, and I'd mentioned something like this, and they just took it and stored it. So then when I got this envelope, I opened it, and it was a red letter day. Now, we all know me and red envelopes, we go hand in hand, don't we? Red letter days, virgin experience. I love a good red envelope. However, I've never had one bought for me. I'm buying them for mum, I'm buying them for Dada. I never get bought a little red envelope, but I did. And when I opened it, I squealed like a child, because I have until November next year, so it's plenty of time. But I was actually bought a 2-night breakaway for 2. And it was actually for me and mum, which is the most kindest thing ever. And when we was reading it, it says you can go to the Scottish Highlands, or even into like France, Spain or Italy. There is so many. Like, I haven't looked on yet and gone on the thing to see where it is, because I'm so excited. But I was like, what? Oh my God. I don't get given red envelopes. I'm the one that books the days out for people and like makes all the memories. But to have one bought for me, and something that, it was because I said I wanted to start touring the UK a bit more. Like, I really want to maybe, I would love to do once a month, but with the current climate and cost of living, I'm thinking maybe every like 2 or 3 months, just getting in my car after work on a Friday night and going somewhere. God knows where it is, just go and see where it takes me. Have a look, book a last minute hotel, and just go and explore somewhere for a weekend. So they'd really listened to what I was speaking about and booked it away and was like, it's for you and your mum. Get mum out and you can go and have fun. So I was like, oh, I like that. I was like, that is my first red envelope that I've ever been bought. You know me, I mean, if you saw the Christmas vlog, I bought mum, what did she have, 3? Then she had one from Dada, and I bought Dada one as well. That's the first one that I've bought Dada, and it went down a tree. I bought him a day trip, we're going to go to the Cotswold for a brewery tour. And he's already been on the phone. He wants to make a whole weekend of it, which is very unlike my dad, because my dad doesn't like leaving the house. So when he said, let's make a weekend of it, there's a village there, we can get a hotel, I was like, okay, you do know you have to leave the home. The brewery isn't coming to you. But yeah, he wants to make a weekend of it. So who knows? There might actually be a memory day vlog next year with me and Dada. God, that would be a turn up for the books, wouldn't it? Imagine seeing Dada, not just for a snippet. I mean, it probably would be a snippet even if we went on the weekend trip, but actually seeing Dada on the vlog and us actually doing something. You have to be very careful with him. Him and public transport don't do well. I thought with this, at least we're in a car. It's just me. But yeah, we shall see how that goes. So yes, I was very, very spoiled by people at work. And mwah, I can't wait, because you best believe that I am going to be vlogging that hotel break for two. 2 nights away from this. A nice, decent bit of kip. I was so excited. Right, we're going to change it slightly, because I have been trying to find the best bit of lighting around the room, but my lovelies, there isn't any. I am sorry. Right, when I saw this, oh my God. You know how long I was banging on about this, and I just didn't think that she'd got it. But she did, guys. I got a new snuddy. But not just any snuddy. Mum got me the Baby Yoda one. I cannot wait to be chilling in this New Year's Eve. Fresh PJs. Well, don't really need PJs with this. Well, I'd have to put some bottoms on for modesty. Chucking this on. Guys, this is so cozy. I saw this in my local Primark and I said to Mum, oh my God, there's a Baby Yoda snuddy. She was like, okay, well, next time you go, pick it up. I went and nope. But she got it. She got it. And she also got quite a lot of bits to go with it. So I'm well and truly ready for cold season, let's just say. She got me a pack of normal socks. So 3 pairs of black socks. We've got the little cute guy there. We've got a black pair, a grey pair I mean, and I don't quite know what's that. Oh, it does tell you on the back. There's a little white patterned pair, him in the galaxy, and then just a little silhouette of him. So we got those. Then you can't have a snuddy without cozy socks, and guys, these are like chenille. These are so soft, and they also have the stoppers on. So I'm not going to be slipping and sliding around and losing my balance everywhere. But these are the ones I think I'm going to have to wear the first time I wear the snuddy. These are, what do they call them? Slipper socks. Guys, just look. They're like proper little slippers underneath. Cute, cute, cute. I was like, yes. All I need are, oh my God, no, I've got my Baby Yoda pyjamas. Who remembers my Baby Yoda pyjamas I got last year from Primark in the sale? The navy ones, and the top is grey, and it's like I'm only here for the drama or something. Oh my God, New Year's Eve, right? You're not even going to see New Year's Eve because I'm not vlogging. Vlogmas would have been over by then. Maybe should we do a little New Year's Eve vlog? I'm not too sure. We don't really do much New Year's Eve, to be perfectly honest. We normally just chuck on a film, get a takeaway or get some like tidbits in, and that's it. If not, I will do a community post with a photo of me. I will do it in my Baby Yoda pyjamas with my Baby Yoda snuddy and my slipper socks, clearly loving life. I was so happy, honestly, when I saw that, because Mum just had it like draped on the corner, and I saw it and I was like, ah! And then when I undone all the socks, I was like, oh my God, yes, yes, yes. Now, for the past couple of years, you all know that Christmas is my time to stock up on books. However, you're probably looking at this and thinking, that doesn't look like the normal type of books that you get, Shan. Normally they are murder and crime. Who remembers last year when Dada got me the True Crime Stories, series 1 to 6? Yes, there's no actual crime books this year. Oh, actually, there's one. There is one, I'm not going to lie. It's kind of a way of me branching into 2023 with the mindset that I want. So, if you remember on my 2022 book recommendations, I read the little book of Zodiac. And I said to Mum, I really like these books. I know that you can normally get them in like Urban Outfitters. So she said to me the other day, she was like, oh, I'm going to pop out. I'm going to get on the train and go and grab a bus and go to Blue Water. Okay, you do you. She must have gone into Urban because she picked me up the little book of chakras. So as I say, I've got the little gold one, which is the zodiac, but this is chakras. And I tell you what, right? I had a read of this, when was it? It was Christmas Day, weren't it? Yeah, yesterday. Duh. And my chakra is the throat chakra. And when I was reading it yesterday, Mum was like, oh my God, that is you. So say, for example, the throat chakra is responsible for determining how we express ourselves and personal truths. Located at the centre of the neck, it focuses on ability to communicate clearly, vocalise our needs, and share our innermost selves with the world when needed. When balanced, we can articulate thoughts, feelings, and ideas with honesty and assertiveness. However, if the throat chakra is unbalanced, it becomes difficult to know when and how to verbalise, resulting in miscommunication. However, the bit that got me was the mental and physical aspects. So it says, you all know me, right? I have, and please don't think, oh my gosh, she's off on cuckoo land. I know that I have bad gums and that. People say, oh, your teeth are lovely, but my gums shattered, which is one of the presents that Dada got me. Thank goodness he come through. So it says for the throat and neck chakra, it's also responsible for vocal cords, mouth, tongue, teeth, shoulders, lips, ears, and lymphatic. If it helps you talk or listen, it's run by your throat chakra. However, when out of alignment, we tend to suffer from sore throats and lingering coughs that won't go away, which hinders speaking truth. So you know me, whenever I get ill, I'll have my sneezes, I'll have everything like that, but the lingering bit is my cough and it is my throat. I wake up and for the first hour I can't talk pretty much because I'm like trying to get oxygen into my body. It can also result in gum and teeth issues, which you're probably thinking, Shan, that's called gum disease. It's not to do with a chakra. I know, but it ties up, doesn't it? Hearing loss and earaches. I'm always the one to get earaches. And also on holiday, I was out of my comfort zone and kind of maybe miss out of alignment. Voice problems and a stiff neck. If you know me, I always wake up with a crook in my neck. And no matter what I do, I cannot shift that crook. And also, grinding your teeth and biting your lip until it bleeds. Well, this morning I woke up and all of my lip here was all blood. So I didn't do anything to my top lip. Thank goodness I had my Compeed patch still on. But my bottom lip I must just bit through in the night. Why did I do that? I don't know. Is it to do with stress? Perhaps. Christmas is a stressful time. A new year coming upon us is a very stressful time. I'm not going to lie. I have been feeling the anxieties of a new year coming, let's just put it that way. But yeah, you might sit here and think, Shan, that is so gobbledygook, but for me, I do really believe in like the zodiac, and also I'm learning a bit more about the chakras, and it tells me about the stones that I need, which is also something, you know, I really want to get into next year. I want to get my stones out, reread them, go through my crystals, and yeah, next year I just want to be a positive year. I don't want negativity. I don't want bad thoughts. I just want it to be a nice, happy year. And I don't think that's too much to ask, eh? Right. This one I did know about because you could only order it online. And I saw it, I think it was on TikTok. And I saw it and I was like, Mum, 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 Mum. She said, what? I was like, please, please, please. She was like, okay. And it is a book called London Block by Block. And it's by Kiera Block. I hope I'm saying that right. So you get these little like postcards in here. There's a bookmark. London is always a good idea, which, as you know, me and Mum have really ventured out into London this year. And that's like the little postcard. I think I'm going to put that on the fridge. You can actually frame it. But yeah, I think the fridge is going to be cute. So this book, as I say, next year I still want to do... Oh, what has she done? Has she tried to take the sticker off? She's left all the sticker on the back. Oh, bless her. You know, you just feel it. And I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, oh, the sticker. So I really want to start exploring London next year. I feel like we've done good this year, but I feel like we've gone to the typical places, you know, like the everyday, everyone and their mother would go there. So this book is beautifully illustrated. That's one thing that did catch me. Like, I love drawings. But there are 4 parts to this book. You have London by food, London by locals, London by interest, and London by season. And basically, You can say, so if say me and mum was like, right, we want to go for afternoon tea in London. This lady obviously knows her way around London. She has drawn a photo, well, she's drawn a painting of all the best places to go for afternoon tea in London. And then when you turn over, it has all the locations. And part of me, I've got my bucket list book. I want to start ticking off this. So there's also places for chocolate, if you want to go and just grab a nice hot chocolate. Pancakes, yes please. What else have we got in here? Cheese lovers. I mean, I have, or I would say I have, you have indeed overindulged in cheese over the Christmas season, Shannon. Coffee shops, London pubs. Great if you want to do a pub crawl in the new year. And then you have a section which is London by the locals. So if you thought, right, I just want to go and explore a particular area, you have the likes of Clapham, Chelsea. Not going to lie, Chelsea, when we went through this, we've actually done a few of these bits here. Like we did the, where was we? Saatchi Gallery. We've gone past Peggy Portion and the Ivy. The Ivy is definitely somewhere I want to book there. We've done the Ivy Asia at St Paul's this year, but this is the Ivy, like the normal one at Chelsea Garden. Westminster, Marylebone, Islington, Hampstead. There's so much to do, and I was like, you know what? That would be nice. So sometimes you just want to get off the South Bank. South Bank has got so much, and the South Bank really screams my name. And it's probably somewhere we've actually never really explored. So definitely something I want to try out. And then you have London by interest. Some of this may not be for you. So they have Royal London, which is basically all of, what is it? It's not just the palaces and churches. It's everywhere that holds royal warrants. So you have Fortnum and Mason, Hampton Court Palace, the Royal Mews, Tower Bridge, the Tower of London, Pre-State Chocolate, Hatchard's Booksellers. That sounds cool. And then museums. You girl does love a good museum. National History, Natural History, the British Museum, Portrait Gallery. I just thought this was really cute. And then, oh, this was one that I really want to try in the summer. Colourful London. It's, you know, all the places in London with the coloured houses. How cute is that? I mean, I probably have no idea. It does give you the addresses, thankfully, how to get there. Near Portobello Market and Notting Hill, Primrose Hill. Cycling London. I'm not going to lie, I'm probably not going to cycle around London. I mean, you never know. I might grab a Boris bike. Definitely couldn't see mum on a Boris bike, that's for sure. Bookshops. That is something, again, people might think, well, it's weird. I want to start, if there is a specific book, or maybe not even a specific book, I would love to go to these bookshops and something like one book from each bookshop that catches my eye. And then you just start your own little collection. You're probably thinking this girl is all about traditions and collections. Yep, that's me. I like change, but I don't. I don't know. I like to have some form of organisation in this chaotic thing that we call life. And then London by season. We've got London in the spring, hot cross buns for Easter. That is a bit of me. London in the summer. Look, London in the autumn. Is that not just the most festive, cute picture ever? And then we also have, at the end, London in Christmas. Haunted London. Oh, that sounds a bit of me. The Calf in the Crypt. There's a calf in the crypt? Where is this calf in the crypt? Oh my God, don't do this to me. Trafalgar Square. It's a calf in the crypt of a church. Oh my God, we so need to do this for Halloween. Guys, this is so many days out. All your mince pies, and then Festive London. So Festive London, Liberty London, Royal Albert Hall, Natural History Museum, London Eye. Well, we're not going to quite go for the London Eye after Mum's meltdown on the giant wheel at Winter Wonderland. South Bank Market, Fortnum and Mason, Tower of London. I just love it. And then she has at the back tips and tricks for exploring London. Wearing your shoes, like correct shoes, when to take places, when to book restaurants, where to walk. I love that. And as I say, I did know about that, but when it came, I didn't look into it. It literally came, I opened it, saw it was that, and I was like, right, Mum, that's the Christmas box. She was like, okay. So yeah, I'm very excited. And what I would want to do with that, get a big I wouldn't say like a Polaroid book, but like a big notebook, like a good sturdy memory book. And then I would want to put, say like, I don't know, page 40, apple blue, and then put like a little Polaroid next to it. Which comes in handy with, again, something of Dada's present. So Dada was very on board this year. I have been banging on about this book, and all Mum knew it as was the Orange Book. So I have seen everyone and their mother talking about this. Manifest 7 Steps to Living Your Best Life by Roxy Nafusi. And again, because I want to be in the mindset of going into the new year, clean slate, trying to see what is out there in the universe, I thought that this was really good. Everyone raves about this. 7 simple steps to understand the true art of manifestation. A lot of my friends are into manifestation, and as I say, I think it ties in with wanting to learn about the crystals and like just a better way of life, you know. So yeah, but Mum couldn't remember what it was called. I said to her, Mum, it's one word, manifest. When I spoke to her on Christmas Day, when I opened it, I was like, you remembered the word? She went, no, I just said to the lady the Orange Book, and she knew what I meant. So if we move on to the actual books, the only 2 proper books that I would say I asked for was because I saw these everywhere over TikTok. And it's 2 books by Colleen Hoover. Now, I think she has loads. I think she has a whole collection. But these are the 2 that I saw. It Ends With Us. This was one that everyone said I should have took and read on holiday. However, I was watching people's reactions reading this, and people was hysterical. I didn't really need that for my holiday. But saying that, the book that I did read was about murder and crime. So, I mean, hey ho. Mum says she could only get it in a paperback. She says she tried all of the bookstores, all of the supermarkets, and they said, like, it's not out on hardback. So I will be very, very careful with that. And then I'd also asked her for this one, which she could get in a hardback, which I think is the one you read after. So it ends with us and then it starts with us. So you kind of go back to front, you know. But yeah, I have, however, since heard stuff about this author, and I'm just like, oh. This whole culture nowadays is just about cancelling people, and I don't like it. We are not angels. In this life, we do good and we do bad. But it shouldn't tarnish someone's talent. If someone has a talent for sport, reading, singing, anything like that, it has to be taken with a logical view, which people might think, yeah, but if they've done something bad, they've done something bad completely, and they need to be held accountable. But I don't like this whole cancel culture, and I just feel it's going to get worse next year. I really do. Once I put them on my list and then I saw the things, I was like, oh, do I? And then I was like, you know what? No, because I'm going to give everyone a fair chance. There is a lot of people in this world that have done bad things, and it just kind of get brushed under a carpet. When it comes out and the people are held accountable and they deal with it and the repercussions are in place or whatever happens, then okay. No one is perfect, and I think that's what this world sometimes thinks, that everyone has to be perfect and no one messes up. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and if it was, it would be a very boring world, wouldn't it? But yeah, I'm not going to judge that book. I'm going to take it at point blank value and see how we end up. Now, again, I'm going to go for these 2 because they're like kind of a bulk. So, Mum got me a book that she thought was absolutely hilarious, and it is the Book of Terror, Serial Killers Trivia. Look at that. And I thought it was like a quiz book. It's not really. There's a quiz book at the end, but it's basically, you have to, oh my God, I've just opened it. Famous serial killers, the Zodiac Killer. Great. It's basically a book which is kind of like a fact file, I would say, on serial killers. And then at the end, you have a little quiz. You have 35 questions at the end. So she was like, I saw that and I just thought of you, Shan, straight away. I was like, thanks, Mum. Imagine her buying that. Oh, who are you buying that for, my daughter? And then on the other hand, she said she bought this at the same time she bought that. She got me a Disney classic colouring book. Again, something I really used to be into was adult colouring, which you may think, oh my goodness. I remember I went to Waterstones and bought, I think, like 5 or 6 books. The proper pens, the proper fine line pens, pencils, the lot. Got into it, life took over, dropped off. But again, I think this is something that I could use for maybe just switching off, you know? Just chilling out, being creative. And I'm not going to lie, I have looked through and there was a Beauty and the Beast one. And I was like, No, that's the Seven Dwarfs. I just think I'm going to have a lot of fun. I mean, who says that you can't do colouring books at 27 years old, eh? Not me. But they're basically all just, they're different. You can get pages like these, which are like symbols. And then you get like your proper big pictures. Oh my God, the Incredibles. Love it, love it, love it. So yeah, one hand I've got a serial killer trivial book, and then on the other hand I've got a Disney Classics colouring book. I am going to quickly take a breather because the next set of books, they're all kind of like linked because they're the same, because they're the same category, let's just say. So yeah, I shall see you in 3, 2, 1. Right, I don't know if this lighting is any more better, but we're going to go with it. I feel like you're going to see every wrinkle on my face. Oopsie, but I thought, you know what, we'll get in the chair. We'll get comfy. It's like we're on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, ain't it? Dun dun dun. So, we have quite a large stack of books here, my lovelies. And you're probably looking, thinking they look very colourful. And they don't look like the typical book that Shannon would read. So, another thing that I want to try and get back into in the new year is poetry. I spoke about it before. I really loved poetry when I was younger, and I used to write a lot of poetry. And again, the joys of growing up and life, you just lose, not even interest, but there's not enough time for the hobbies and stuff that you love. I was really contemplating next year dropping a day at work because I was like, you know what, it's not worth it, all this hustle and bustle. It's really not worth it because by the time the weekend comes, once in the new year, I'll be back in the gym and filming. I might get half a Sunday to just relax. And I was like, nah. So who knows what's going to happen for the future. I would love to drop a day at work, but I don't think that's going to happen, if I'm being perfectly honest. I need to start making more time for stuff that I like. And I say make more time. I don't know where I can fit this time in. I literally don't know where I can fit it in, but I will try. So poetry is something I really want to get back into because I find poetry as well, it probably sounds really deep, but it's like a therapy in a way. It's a way of communicating through the form of poetry and really like triggering some emotions that maybe you want to hold off on, you know? So I was very excited. I feel like my mum had maybe a neighbour order these or something because this is a girl that pops up on my TikTok a lot, Isabella Daughter. And she does like little TikToks of her poetry. And I said to mum, I was like, there's a lady on TikTok. I gave her name and I was like, she's got these 3 poetry books, but you're not going to be able to get them in the new year. They're on Amazon. I know you don't have Amazon. If you want me to order them, let me know. Well, she didn't let me know, but I did get them. So I think she must have definitely had one of the neighbours' help. And this lady has 3 books. So we have How Sunflowers Bloom Under Moonlight. Very cute. This one is about self-discovery and personal health. How to Be Mentally Well. It says, warning, this book is not a manual. And also, How to Be Heartbroken. Again, this book is not a manual. You might think, Shan, they're really weird topics to want books on. But for me, poetry books for me are not... Who's this? Poetry books for me are not books that... I do try to keep in pristine because you're probably thinking these are paperback. But what I like to do with poetry books is when I read them, I like to put a little date and I like to write just a few short sentences of how it makes me feel. And then I like to come back to that book. So what I would do is I would sit and read this book back to back. It would then go up on my shelf and then I might feel like in a month's time, 6 months, a year time, grab open that book, turn to a random page and being like, right, so this I like because it says how did they make you feel, and it actually gives you spaces to put in what you're thinking. So I could put the date and how it made me feel. I like this. So say for example, right, oh, there's different sections as well, guys. Losing at love, letting go, learning to heal, loving again, a goodbye. So if we just blah, 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 blah. And I try not to like bend these too much. Let's have a look. So this is, oh, trust me to get the one that's pretty much, oh no, this is the acknowledgement. I can't read that. Let's pick one. Oh, no, that's scribbling. This is not, oh God. Oh, actually, there's a lot. Oh, I didn't realise. So there is a big section in here where you can, it says, what do you want to say to them? Be truthful for yourself. What did you want them to know? I like that. So, right, here we go. Let's read a poem from here. To the person who broke my heart is what it's called. I hope I give them nightmares. I hope they dream of me and think of how I'm everything they never deserved. I hope it scares them when they realise that they could have held my heart on a silver platter but decided to feast on another's upon a paper plate instead. I hope they regret every second of it. I hope they never eat again. I hope they starve from love. So now what I would do is write the date and write how that makes me feel. Just a couple of short sentences, that's it. But yeah. And I like it. It's got like, look, all the little drawings, like a little heart with a band-aid on. So that's how to be heartbroken, which is, so you're probably thinking, Shan. Aye, aye, aye. How sunflowers bloom under moonlight. Let's have a look. What's the chapters in these? Oh, we've got a lot. We've got before, we've got the fall. After. Oh, I like this. This is the first poem in it. To the girl I used to be, to the girl I became, to the girl I will be. I will love every single version of us regardless, always. I like that. And see, it's just certain things that are like such thought-provoking ways. I think poetry is such a way to delve into your emotions sometimes without you like actually consciously knowing what you're doing. And then you're like, oh, okay. I do apologise if you don't like poetry. I'm sure you can skip forward. But yeah, I do like poetry. And then here we are, how to be mentally well. Losing yourself, letting go, learning to heal, love, living again, and a goodbye. Let's have a look. Oh, and this space is, oh, I love this. This space is in here. What do you hope for? Oh, yes, this is all a bit of me. A journey entry. Oh, I like this. Write down a checklist of everything you've gone through. I love this. They're almost like little journals in a way as well. Right, let's try and get a page that ain't a... oh, I've just gone on a journal entry page. And another journal entry page. Oh, here we are. A very simple one-liner. Do I look as soft as my heart feels? It's very triggering. It's very triggering. I could sit there and you know what? If I had time, I would love to do like a daily video where I read a poem, which I'll leave them till last. Brings me on to this book. I saw this in Waterstones and was like, Mom, I need this, I need this. And it is a poem for every day of the year. They also have one, a poem for every night on the year, which I have found on Amazon. So I might actually treat myself to that in the new year. But this is a big book, okay? This is a big book. It says a stunning collection of 366 poems, one to share on every day of the year. It says a bonus one there, eh? And it's basically just a collection of poems. I don't know if I'd want to write in this, because these are like actual poems, like actual proper poems from poets. I mean, not that they're not poets, but you know what I mean. These aren't really like thought-provoking ones. These are just poetry. And, oh, wow. Should we see what the... oh. Well, that's okay. That's not my birthday one. The one after my birthday is called The Man He Killed. But the poem on my birthday is Life Doesn't Frighten Me. I love that. Oh, my God, yes. Life Doesn't Frighten Me. That is my birthday, guys. 30th of May. So I would love to do like a little, just like a 5-10 minute video where we sit down every day and read a poem of the day. But I haven't got time. And that is so frustrating. So I think what I'll do is whenever I do vlogs now, whatever day it is, I will include the little segment of the poem. If you'd like, as I say, if you don't like poetry, you're probably sitting here thinking, shut up. But I like poetry, so sorry if it's boring you. And then the last ones, again, I saw these in Waterstones, and they are by the author, poet, Donna Ashworth. Now, These are very highly acclaimed by celebrities. So we've got Tamsin Nathway, Nadia Swahali and Fern Cotton. It's 3 categories: love, life and loss. Again, you're probably thinking, Shannon, why have you got these? These again are going to be the types of books that I want to write in. And I think as well with next year, just trying to be a better person, I feel like there's a lot of stuff I need to let go of. Oh, everything. Oh, it's the, you all seem to be loving the Christmas Eve vlog. I do feel I've let go of a lot of stuff this year. Like, compare me to how I was 6-7 months ago. I think my big turning point this year was the holiday. The log cabin was like a little bit of a breather, but the holiday for me, with all the stress on the run up, once I was there, I was there. And yeah, that was a big moment, I think, for me. So when I've come back, I've like tried to do stuff and step outside of my comfort zones. And as much as I think, yeah, I'm fine. There are sometimes them little nights, you know, when your mind starts playing and the demons start coming. And I think maybe I haven't let go of certain things. And I'm not just talking about stuff from this year. I'm talking about stuff from as far back as like 9-10 years ago when my nan and granddad died. So the one here that is about loss, I think could be a really good one for me to kind of like deal with grief in a way. And it says, poems to better weather the many waves of grief. For those cast adrift in the lonely sea of grief, this collection offers solace for when the water gets rough. Donna Ashworth's poetry reminds us that love and grief are intertwined and life's true treasure lies in those we hold most dear. Intended to rejuvenate weary souls, these poems are a must for anyone who has lost someone. And I really do feel like there are certain things that I haven't let go of. And as I say, some of them, there was a moment the other day and I thought of my granddad who passed away when I was 9. And I got really hysterical. Good job I was in the bathroom, because Mum would have had a nightmare if she'd seen it. She'd been like, what's the matter, what's the matter? I went purely hysterical and I don't know why. But I just get these waves of emotion sometimes. And I think like it's normal to get upset when you remember people. But I don't feel like I've dealt with stuff properly, you know. So let's have a look, because these are quite long poems. I just wanted to see if there was a short one so that we could have a little thing. A bittersweet truth that a beautiful life will leave much grief in its wake. And that is, they always say, ain't it, it's, what's it, something to do with like the people crying, however many tears are shed at your funeral lets you know if you had like a purposeful life or something like that. And I do think that is very, very true. So we have this one, poems to bolster every heart that every beat. This is your love book. Whether it be love from friendships or romantic, this book has it all apparently. Let's have a look. Is there a little one? Because these are like, and I like this because you've got your poem here and then there's a blank page. There's a blank page across from every one. So I have a whole page to write. I've got itchy nose now. Oh, surprise. I've got a whole page to write my thoughts and feelings. There's not really a short one on this. These are all really, really long. But yeah, I will be keeping you up to date with these, my lovelies, because, oh my God, why is my nose so itchy? Surprise, surprise. And then the last one is life. Poems to help navigate life's many twists and turns. Every twist and turn and roadblock that this journey called life has to offer. Trust me, it has a lot, doesn't it? And then, oh, I've just looked at the back. She's got another one. So you've got love, life, loss, and then there's one, poems to help soothe your soul and strengthen your spirit. I wish I knew. I might have to look on Amazon for that one. Oh, here we are. It's okay to feel weary sometimes, even when the weight is that of your blessings. I love this. I genuinely feel like next year is going to be my year to just de-stress. Live life, de-stress, have some fun, and see where it takes us. And hopefully be a lot more calmer. I do apologise if I'm talking a little bit funny, guys. Remember on holiday when my ear wouldn't pop? I don't know. I think it's where I've been coughing so much. I don't know if I popped my ear or something. But yeah, it's not popped. So that might be why I'm speaking a little bit funny. But yeah, God, that was a lot of time me waffling on about poetry, weren't it? As I say, I do apologise if poetry is not your thing. But it's what I got for Christmas, and I've got quite a few of them. So let's try and bring some stuff. I should have bought a tray or a basket up here, shouldn't I? let's just cover my lap and stuff and we'll get into it because I quite like this seating arrangement. We'll see, probably in the next clip you'll see me and I'll be back on the floor. Right, my lovelies, I think the next lot we're going to go into is fragrance. And I got quite a few bits, I'm not going to lie. I did have a few perfumes. Oh my goodness, I'm just dropping them all. This is not good, Shannon Lee. This is not good. And they're big bottles, so goodness gracious if they'd have gone on my tootsies. So, I have been banging on to Mum about these for ages. And guys, these are from Superdrug, the Layering Lab. Enchant, Exotic, Paradise and Blossom. Now, I know the one of Blossom because that is, I think, a dupe for like, is it like Alien or something? Because we have that at work in our ladies. But I said to Mum, I was like, if you see these in Superdrug, I would really like them because they're just like a nice little everyday perfume. Well, it's a body mist. Oh, use individually or mix any two for a unique scent. Might have to read up to see which ones they say to layer up on. However, on their own, I'm sure they would be fabulous. And I just wanted something that was like handy to put in your bag and that. Right, guys, it is not Christmas if you do not get another fantasy. This year, it was naked. I haven't even smelt this yet, okay? Haven't even unwrapped it. So I think what we're going to do is just create a little rubbish pile down the corner here. And Mum will be like, Shan, I've just done the rubbish. I'll be like, my bad. Oh, snazzy bottle. It's like a little peachy rose gold moment. I'm hoping I can smell this because, as I say, I have got a little bit of a blocked nose. However, spritz. Spritz. And also, my goodness, guys, have you seen all this controversy about Britney? If you have, let me know your thoughts down below. Look at them bingo wings just wobbling away, eh? Oh, this reminds me. This is very sweet. This is like Midnight Fantasy. Oh, yes. You know what? I don't care how old I am. You're never too old for Britney, guys, okay? Britney is a staple. At Christmas time, if there is a new fantasy out, I don't care if it smells like all the others. That is actually really nice. That is definitely like Midnight Fantasy. Oh, lovely. Let's put you on there because I don't want to drop you. And then I wanted some like adult perfumes this year. And I put a few on my list and I was like, look, I'll be happy with just one because, oh, Mum's back, because they were pricey. I'm not going to lie. But I wanted these on my list because I thought they was good like investment perfumes. And I was very lucky because between Mum and Dada, I actually got all three. So this is the one that I had a sample of from when I went to perfume shop. And I fell in love with it. Luckily, I read the bottle properly because I just thought it was the original La Vie Belle. And it wasn't. It was La Vie Belle Soleil Crystal. Oh God, I don't want to start coughing again. That's because I just sprayed that. Woo! So, this one is the one that I had my eye on. Oh my God, the bottle. Guys, the bottle. What's it say? Pull. Pull. What do you mean? Oh, it pulls off. Guys, look at that bottle. That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. It's iridescent as well. Oh wow. Let's have a look. Let's take the little bit off there. I'm gonna do one little spritz. These are like proper adult perfumes. Like I feel like a proper grown up when I wore this. I was like, yes. It's so sweet. This is a really nice adult fragrance for spring and summer. I love it. I don't know what the original La Vie Belle is. If any of you have La Vie Belle, the original, let me know how it smells because this is very sweet. Oh, I love it. I just love it though. That is gorgeous. Just look at that bottle. I think the original bottle you can get in, it's like all crystallized, which is very fancy pantsy. But as I say, it wasn't the scent that I wanted. Right. This, I was not expecting this one. Oh, someone at the door. Someone knocking at your door. No. This I had on my list, but I had it for the 100ml. I didn't even realise they'd done it in 150. So I am well and truly stocked up on this. One of the girls at work, she has this, and she also has the Intense. But the Intense weren't a bit of me. I was like, no, I like the original. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put that on my list from Santa and see if I can. But... oh my god, that is huge. As you can tell, I haven't even unwrapped these. Wow, guys. The like YSL is like screwed in. There's actual screws on the bottle. Guys, just look at the sheer size of that bottle. That is 150 ml. Oh my god, I love this. As I say, I asked for 100 because... spray? Because by the time now that you pay for like a 50 ml, it works out sometimes cheaper to get the 100. And if you know it's a fragrance that you like... oh, yes. See, this one is, I would say, more like autumn, winter. This is like a proper, if you're going out for a nice meal, chuck on a nice faux fur coat. Spritz, my nan would have loved this. Nanny G, oh my god, this would have been a right bit of her. But 150 ml, guys, that is a honker of a bottle, ain't it? Actual honker of a bottle. And when I saw it, I looked at the thing and I thought, that looks bigger. And when I read it was 150, I was like, whoa, mum. And then the last one, this. Idol, I think. But it is the La Eau de Parfum Nectar. So this is definitely one for spring, summer. And again, this one is by Lancome. So I definitely try to get more adult-y brands. We've got YSL. What's thingy? That's Lancome as well, ain't it? La Vie Belle is Lancome. So I've got 2 Lancome and a YSL. But we all know anything with peaches and nectar. Oh my god. I just love how sleek that bottle is. Come on, that is like fabulous. And this one, as I say, perfect for spring, summer. Oh, yes. Oh, does anyone else have perfumes and aftershaves for certain seasons? People might think you're actually being really weird now, but it's not. I couldn't wear like a fruity perfume if I was going Winter Wonderland. I could, however, like Midnight Fantasy along those lines, but a proper perfume, if you was going out for an evening meal in winter, I couldn't chuck on like something like this that's fruity. Oh, I love it. I love it. I am very, very lucky and very, very thankful. As I say, I put 3 on my list, but I only expected 1. Well, not expected, but I knew that I'd get 1 because Mum and Dad always normally go halves on like a nice big bottle of perfume for us at Christmas. So when I opened my Britney, I was like, hey, yes, we're there with the Britney. And I think I opened the YSL first and I was like, whoa, like that is a big bottle. When I opened the other 2, I was like, what is going on? What is actually going on? So yes, I am very, very thankful for that. My battery is flashing, so I'm going to go and quickly change it and then we'll be right back to get into the rest, okay? Right, so we've changed positions again and I feel like this is the best lighting out of all of it. I should have just sat here from the first instance, but we're going to go with it. So from like, these are basically just Mum and Dad combined. Dad's main one to me this year was... you might think, Shan, what is that? I have been after one of these, my lovelies, for ages. And it is a Canon Zoe Mini. It's basically a mini photo printer. And I got the little case with it and I got 50 extra little sheets. Dada also did get me a ticket to Disney on Ice. I already knew about that because I booked it and I was like, do you want to get me and Mum a ticket for Christmas? He was like, yeah, go on then. So the main one from like Dada himself was my little mini photo printer, which you always know I have to have a bit of tech, don't I, at Christmas, whether that be headphones or, I don't know, a speaker, anything like that. But this was something I really wanted because I want a scrapbook next year. I know I've been saying it for years and years, but the majority of photos we take now are on our phones. And I was like, you know what? This would be the perfect little thing to get all of my photos. Guys, oh my god, best believe when I first use this, I will be vlogging it. I'm going to be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. The only thing though, he was like, I'm not going to keep buying you the refills. These are expensive. These are like the Instax ones, which is another thing. I really want to start using my Polaroid again next year. But again, the Instax for them are quite pricey. So I was like, I've got 50 there and I think there was 20 in the box. So I've got 70 for the time being. But yeah. Oh, my throat was going a little bit full Mitchell there. And then his other main one from Dada was the water flosser. Now, you've heard me speak about this in Vlogmases, and as I say, with my teeth and my gums the way they are, I just want to try something different. So, the way that Dada and Mama G do presents, they normally will have a set amount that they'll spend on their own, and then they'll have bits that like they'll just combine and buy together. But the photo printer was from Dada, and so was the water flosser, which I'm so excited to try. Let's see if we can kind of shake out these beauties, and get them a little bit more how they should be. Right, I'm just looking because these are majority bits and bobs that like Mum and Dad combined. Oh, Mum got me loads of Miley stuff and some MAC bits. So I said to her I was on the hunt for some new lipsticks. We all know I love a bit of MAC, normally Velvet Teddy, Captive or Twig. And I was like, I just want some nice new like nudie dark brown shades. And she come through. Look at these shades, guys. Perfect nude. And I love this dark one for winter. It's called Antique Velvet and Natural Born Leader. And they are the matte ones. I have a few satins, but the matte ones is like my go-to. That's what I normally like to go. And then if it is a bit too matte, I can always just put a bit of a gloss over it. And Mum also got me, you would have seen she put some bits in my Christmas Eve box. Loads of stuff from Miley. So as you all know, I do my own nails. These two are forces at the moment because they have broken below the nail bed. But Christmas is always a good time to stock up on some nail bits. And Boots have actually just started doing Miley as a brand. So I'm very excited for this. She's got me the Cushion Powder Pen Miro Chrome Effect. And now if I remember correctly, is this the one that you just rub on? Yes, I feel like you just like rub this over your thing and it makes it like chromatic. I'll have to read the instructions. Thank goodness it's got instructions on the back. But yeah, she's got me some different ones. The one in my Christmas Eve box was like a very nice, kind of like a metallic pearlescent emerald ivy green. Very nice. And then she's got me, this was a godsend. She said to me she wanted to get me some nail bits. And I was like, oh Mum, whatever you do, can you get me another base coat and top coat? And she's like, what's that? I was like, the stuff that I need like before and after. So she got me another top up of them, which is very handful. And then we got this Miley Colour Duo. I haven't even opened these, guys. I was in like such a bubble yesterday. I was like, huh. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, these are really girly. So we've got like a baby pink and a pink glitter. That is gorgeous. That to me, this is screaming like birthday nails, you know, actual birthday nail vibes. Cute, because normally Mum would just go in and buy them singularly, like Sensational used to buy singularly. However, I haven't been in Boots yet to see a display, so I'm not quite sure which store she went to with these. So maybe they're just selling them in packs. I'm not too sure. This is the Miley Colour Poinsettia Party Duo. Yes, I don't want to get it out, but you can see on that it is a gorgeous red and green glitter, which is probably in handy because I pretty much used my red glitter up when I was doing this look. So I've got a top up there, fabulous. And then what's this? Jingle Gels. Jingle Gels. Oh, lovely. So we have a dark like forest green and a burgundy red, and then there's a silver sparkle and a gold sparkle. Fabulous. We all know your girl loves a bit of sparkle, and I mean, might just have to be adding some sparkle throughout. And what's this one? My Gel Colour Slate Collection. Oh, this is funky. Okay, we've got like an aqua blue, a neon green, a neon red, and like a yellow sparkle. Oh, cute. I wonder, I'm going to have to go in Boots to see if it is maybe you can only buy them as packs and not singly. I don't know, but I'm loving life. So yeah, mum's mum's sole present from her was like the makeup and the nail bits, because there's no way that Dada would be getting them. He'd be like, no. And she also, you know that these are, apart from Isle 140s, I love a Land of Lashes set. I got one last year in the booklet, if you remember, and then she's also picked me these up. 10 pairs. These are quite like, you're probably looking at them thinking they're not natural, Shan, but these are quite natural for me. I mean, I know they're long and bushy, but they are quite wispy. So she got that to go along with her little makeup section. And also this, which, when I saw this, I was like, oh goodness, everything's falling. I saw it and I was like, yes, mum, yes. A Sanctuary Spa kit. Oh! Guys, you know me, I haven't actually had Sanctuary Spa for a good few years, I'd say. Do I want to take this off? Yeah, we'll take it off and have a look in. Also, I love these because of the bags and the boxes that you can keep. Oh, this is... Oh my God, they've changed the packaging. Guys, this ain't the packaging that I remember. Oh, we've got so many new bits in here. I'm excited, excited, excited. Who remembers one year we had it and it was like the orange scrub that, oh my God, I fell in love with. We've got a little scrub-a-dub-dub pouffe. And then what have we got in here? Oh! Sanctuary Spa Wellness Solution, a sleep enhancing mist. We all know I need this. Spritz lightly over the skin or pillow. Allow the mist to settle and then climb into bed. Oh my God, I'm so going to be trying this out. We all know I have a little bit of trouble sleeping away in the mornings. Sleeping away at night for the mornings. What have we got here? Hand cream. They've really changed their packaging. This is like very sleek indeed. What have we got here? Oh my God, we've even got a heel balm. Heel balm, what is this? A salt scrub. Dead sea salt and coconut oil, 24-hour moisture. Oh, so this is like when you need a big proper exfoliation. We've got heel balm in shea butter. And then what have we got here? Body butter. Shea and cocoa butter sanctuary signature scent. Wow. I love new skincare and body care, especially stuff that I haven't used for ages. Oh my God, that smells insane. See, Sanctuary is never anything that I would like go out and buy myself. It is very much like a holiday, not a holiday, but you could say a holiday purchase. I might like treat myself to, say, maybe some body butter at the airport, but Sanctuary Spa for me is like birthdays, Christmases, like, because it's not your normal everyday. So like in the Christmas Eve box, Mum also got me Soap and Glory. She got me like a big bath fizzer. I'm guessing these, I think, are like the Boots Star Gifts, which, if you do not know about Boots Star Gifts, have a look when it comes up to Christmas, because they do stuff at over 50% off. Mum normally gets me a Soap and Glory one, so I'm thinking maybe the Soap and Glory was sold out and that's why she got this. But hey ho, I'm not complaining. This is filled with plenty of goodness. What's all this? A bath flow, bayob and vitamin E. Okay, I love this. And I also just love the box that it comes in, because it's such a good storage thing as well. And then what have we got here? Body wash, jojoba beads. Oh, this is like the one that had the orange peel in that I used to love. Oh my God. So yes, Mum's little take on her bits was like skincare, bath care, makeup. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And that is just... Oh. Cute, cute, cute. Oh my goodness. Very, very lucky indeed. And then the rest of the bits was just from like Mum and Dad. However, Dada probably didn't have a clue to half of these. So Mum said she was in HMV and she remembered, because when we come back from Auschwitz, I was talking about like history and all that. And I said, oh my God, there was a series we used to watch in history. It might be controversial. It was called Roots. And I absolutely loved that series. I was like, the story, Kunta Kinte, and then he went to Toby, and just the whole story of it was such an eye-opener to how things were in the world back then. And thank goodness they're not like that now. But it was such a good series to follow along and see someone's like life evolve. She got me the box set. She was like, I saw it and I remembered you talking about it. And she said, I actually thought it sounded really interesting, so can I watch it with you? I was like, of course. So that's probably going to be something me and Mama G will watch in the new year, which people might think, what a weird historical thing to watch. But I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Because it allowed you to learn about history and how we're never going to go back to that again. And yeah, I just really liked it. I really liked it indeed. Also got some makeup sponges, which I needed. Let me tell you guys, my makeup sponge is abysmal. So this, you have the complexion sponge and the air blend sponge, and also another travel case. We all know I love my grey little squeegee travel case that I picked up from Home Bargains, but this is the proper one. So this can be my nice one for if like I go for any like little weekend aways or anything like that. Some kind of random but essential bits, again throughout the thing of like body care and skincare. Mum picked me up, oh, what's the sellotape on that? Did she mean to do that? 8-pack of Simply Venus. These are like my go-tos for if I just need a quick freshen up. And then I'm so happy she got these. I picked a razor up just before holiday. And you remember me saying, oh my God, I've literally bought one razor. Because I thought it was like a disposable, but it's not. The head on it is still lasting now. And I've had that head since I was on holiday. So like over 2 months. But she picked me up another pack of 4, which is fabulous. And then I'll have a little changeover, freshen up. And she also got me these ones. These are Venus Tropical Touch of Aloe Scented Handle. I have never used or seen these, but Venus is the brand that I typically go to, Gillette Venus. So she might have just saw them and thought they was cute. And I'm not going to lie, they do look very cute. They give me like really tropical. Well, it is called tropical, but it's giving me like holiday vibes. Oh my goodness. You know when you cough so much, I've got my ear popped, but my head, every time I cough, my head's like boom, boom, pounding, pounding. And then, essential. Definitely need this with the state of my lip, don't I? Definitely need it. And again, this is a staple. Like, if it's not a Vaseline set, it's a Dove set for Christmas. I don't want to get it out. They're all wrapped up so nicely. So yeah, got some lip care as well. Oh, you can just smell the original one in there. Oh great, now I'm not going to be able to get the lid on, am I? This is where I fight with a Vaseline tin. There we go. Shannon 1. And then, what have we got? Oh, some more like little bathy bits. Again, Baylis and Harding is like a staple at Christmas. And we've got the Beautycology bath sprinkles, llama kisses, all to do with the llamas. I think I might have got these last year. They seem very familiar, but yeah, you know me, anything to do with bath salts, that whole jazz is a bit of me. And I'll tell you what is a bit of me, I was so happy because I didn't even know you could get this as a set. The LYNX Epic Fresh Set. Now, you know me, this is what I love to have when I'm back in the gym. The spray of it, I also got the roll-on of it, I think, maybe just before I went on holiday, which is probably brand new sealed because I haven't been back to the gym since I've been back on holiday. I'm in my 3 months hibernation. Come January, I'm back in there. But I love this. Absolutely love this. It's something that I know I'm going to use. I can chuck in my gym bag and I will be good to go. Good to go indeed. What's this? Oh, another bit of makeup from Mum that was hiding under my leg. I will only really use one type of mascara now, especially for like my bottom lashes, and it is the MAC Magic Extension. Now, I got a sample of this. I won it on some competition. You know when they email you and they're like, oh, enter in, and you're like, do. And I ended up winning a mini, and I said to Mum, I was like, oh my God, that little lash, that little mascara, best one that I've had for my lower lashes. So yeah, she went and got me the big one. Magic Extension is what it's called, my lovelies, and I highly, highly do recommend it. Now, this is where you can tell Dada had no involvement, and it was literally a case of there's the money, because he would not condone half of this that Mum's bought, but hey ho, hey ho. She got me a little beanie with my initial one. Now, if you know these are from Primark, and you get matching scarves. I managed to get her the hat and scarf in reverse. So she had the cream hat with the grey letter, and then she had the grey scarf with the cream letter in G. She's gutted she couldn't get the matching scarf, but I'm happy. I've got a little hat with my initial on, and it's kind of like beigey cream, so it's kind of going in the vibe of what I'm trying to bring into more of my wardrobe. A duvet. Dada would never have said to get a duvet, but I actually really like this. So it's a double one from George, and you know me, I love a bit of George Home. And looking at it, it's like stars and constellations. So I was like, oh my god, I feel like I need this in the new year. This could be my new year bedding in January. Very like mystical. But then I feel like, oh my god, I need to go and get a throw. Maybe a little trip to TK Maxx to see if there's like a galaxy themed cushion or anything like that. See how my mind just goes loo 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 loo. Another box of spectacle wipes. If you saw the Christmas Eve vlog, these were in there and I so desperately needed another pair. £1 for 52 wipes. If you are a glasses wearer like me, these are a lifesaver. I use morning, night, come in from work, have maybe 2 or 3 because my glasses get really grubby at work. I also have a pack at work, so I'm never without it, you know. I'm never without a glasses wipe. But I did run out. I think it was like the Tuesday before Christmas. And I was like, Mum, I was like, if you pop out, can you get me some? She was like, it might be in your Christmas Eve box. So I was like, okay, I'll hold out and I'll just bring some back from that I've got from work. But yeah, very, very happy with them. These. I don't know if Mum's trying to subliminally tell me to get my tush back in the gym, but I have never heard of this brand. However, I love the packaging. It's called Get Shreddy. Pre-workout and daily dose. Pink lemonade and cola flavoured. She said, I thought it was like the ones you had in your tins. So I was like, okay, we'll give it a go. Protein, 6 grams. Not as much as the other ones, but it's not bad. We'll see how it goes. As I say, I definitely, when I get back into the gym, I need to, once again, start back on my protein and get back into my health juices and everything like that. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. And then she got me some little candles. She got me winter scents. Winter spice. And then a little set of votives. How cute are they? She said, I know you've got loads of candles, but I know you've actually been using them. I was like, I know, I have, haven't I? I have indeed. This, I squealed like a child. I had a feeling she'd got me this because when I went to, it was either B&M or Home Bargains, one of the bargain shops. I said, Mum, Mum, Mum. She said, what? I said, oh, there's a glass, or like a mug and a travel cup, Disney with my initial on. And Mum was like, have you bought it? I was like, no, they didn't have S when I went in, but I'm going to be on the lookout. And Mum was like, oh, okay, but maybe just see what Santa brings you. Santa brought me the cup and the travel mug. So yes, and I love this because it is the proper travel mug where you can fasten it. So you can close it and open it, which means it is the perfect travel mug for going to work. And if I go on any like walks or runs and it's a little bit cold in the evening, not that I'd probably be running in the evening, but I might start like a brisk walk, put a nice little coffee in there, get me caffeine, you are good to go. Talking of mugs, I asked Mum for this months ago. We saw it in Tesco and it is like a birthstone mug and it's emerald. It says May on it and I was like, Mum! She was like, well, we'll see what Santa brings you. I'm like, please, please, please. And I did. She did. Santa brought me it. Not Mama, Santa brought me it. Also got a little reed diffuser. You know me, anything to do with like homeware and that, I absolutely love. And then, she said she couldn't get me one with S. I actually picked one of these up for Mum and put it in her Christmas Eve box. And she was like, oh, I couldn't get S. And I was like, oh, okay. But she lied. She told a little white fib there and I managed to get one with S on. Jeans. If you watch the Vlogmases, you will know I got these. And someone actually said to me, Shan, you don't actually need to put anything in because it's a liqueur. It's already mixed. I was like, oh my God. Thank you for your expertise. These I know was in Tesco, a £5, but guys, how cute. If you know someone who is a gin lover, don't put tonic with them. Don't make my mistake. Because I was sitting there and I was like, can't really taste it. They're like, no, Shan, it's a liqueur. Just drink it as it is. I'm like, oh, you ain't going to tell me twice. And then a few bits that Mum was like, I saw them and thought you'd like them. A new vase, but a vase with sunflowers on. we all know how much I love sunflowers, and I was like, you know what, that is perfect, because that will be something that whenever I move out, I will put my first bunch of freshly picked sunflowers in, and I love life. And also, I love bees, don't I? Anything to do with bees. Coming into spring, I am expecting to see bees on a lot. And this is Be Kind, Be Happy. It's a nice new little water bottle where you flip it up, because I did have one of these before. I think it was with my initial one, and I don't know what happened, but like the suction little part at the top, when Mum washed it come out, and it was never the same again. So she was like, that's to replenish that, because I felt bad. I was like, that's fine. You feel bad for like washing up. I cannot wait to get batteries in this. She said she saw it and she was just like, well, she's got Baby Yoda, everything else. It's a little light. It is a little light. So best believe he's going on my bedside table. Bedside table for sure. And then, oh, the two last things. Always have to get a vinyl, don't I, guys? And look who it is. Rag and Bone Man. You do not know how excited I was when I saw this. It's kind of like a tradition again now. Since I had my record player, or like the Crosley unit that I got, I do like to have a record for Christmas. And I just said, any vinyl that you see that takes your fancy. And yeah, that is this year's one. I cannot wait to play this out. Cannot wait. And then the last thing Mum saw, she said, right, well, you'll see it from this. 1 line a day, a 5-year journal. Because I'd said to her about like the poetry books and the things I want to do for next year, she got me this. And it's basically just a little journal, and it will have the dates, so June the 6th, June the 7th. And here is where you would put like 23, 24, 25, 26. And you just write a line a day, or a little insert of the day. And then you can look back on it over the years. And I was like, oh my God, I really like that. That is really, really good. So again, something I can start on the new year, like a New Year tradition. Very, very thoughtful. I love that one. Right, I'm going to try and get cozy, because I am now going to show you the few bits that I bought myself, all homeware related. And then we get on to the most exciting part, the new Swarovski bits. Right, so we'll start with a few bits that I bought myself. These are all homeware bits when I move out. You're probably thinking, Shan, what a waste. But one of them I might actually use for now. I'm not entirely sure. So it's all from the Harper range. Now, if you know me, with Next, Harper range is the one that I love. It's the glitz, it's the glam, and I was just like, I need this in my life. So I thought, you know what? What does every household need? A bottle stopper. And this is just the bougiest bottle stopper I have ever seen. So that was the first thing out of the Harper range. Harper bottle stopper. I do know that the range is probably not to everyone's taste. Like, a lot of people are probably looking at that and thinking tacky central. But I think I'm always going to love a bit of bling. I don't think I'm ever going to lose it, unfortunately. So we shall see how it goes. This is potentially what I might use beforehand. And it is the Harper electric diffuser. Silly me, I didn't buy any oils for it yet. But as I say, if I was going to keep it for when I moved out, I don't need oils. However, part of me is thinking, Shan, should we get some oils and try it out? Because, oh, I can't, oh yeah, I can get it out. Look, it's just so sleek, so tiny. I would say understated, but it's not really understated, is it? And I think it lights up. All of the instructions are there in the bottom, and then I've got all my power cables and everything like that. I have also seen in the White Company, they do one that's rechargeable, that you don't even have to plug in. So I might look at that, and that could be a little present from me to me next year, perhaps. Right. This was my main gift from me to me. It is very extra, I'm not going to lie, okay? I saw this online and was like, oh, I need this. They had it for 2 glasses. But me being me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wanted the big boy. Mum said, I've constructed it. You can't put it down now. I was like, okay. So now we just need to find somewhere to store it. But it's again from the Harper range. So let's show you the base. It's all crystallized, okay? And then can you see you've got all these glass spirals? You know what I'm going to say, didn't you? Guys, I bought my own gin tree. I bought my own gin glass tree, which to the majority of you are probably thinking, what a waste of money and what a load of poop, to be honest. I saw it and I just loved it. And part of me now also wants to get the one to hold just the 2 glasses. But I love it. I couldn't. I thought, you know what, this is going to be pride of place in my kitchen, or like put away somewhere, and then when you have a few people over, bam. And you don't just have to put gin glasses in it. You can put wine glasses. You won't be able to get a beer glass, but you can put wine glasses in here as well. I just loved it. I just absolutely loved it. So yeah, my treats from Me to Me this year was this huge gin tree, which is very, very heavy, I must say. A electric diffuser that matched the range, and also a little bottle stopper. People were probably thinking they are the most randomest things to buy, but I love them. But not as much as Swarovski just holds a place in my heart. We all know this. And guys, there was a few surprises this year. So we have the original packaging. Mum and Dada got me some bits between them. And then these. Who knew that Swarovski done magnets now? Magnets. So I was like, you know what I'm saying about like starting traditions? Now I can actually stick Swarovski magnets on my fridge. So they got me a little Santa Claus and also a donut, like a glazed donut. How cute is that? I was like, when I opened them, I said to Mum, I was like, what are they? She was like, they're magnets. I was like, oh, magnets. Since when does Swarovski do magnets? Well, they do now. And also, right, so these bits they got in here, this is like, I think the standard Christmas collection. So that's the original. However, very, very lucky, they picked me some other bits up. But guys, look at these boxes now. How bougie are these? Actually gorgeous. I mean, the pink one. Oh, wait till you see what's in the pink one. I absolutely screamed. So I'll do the ones that are in the original packaging. Mum said that they're trying to somehow come away from the blue packaging. But Swarovski is blue. Like that's... Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to open these without breaking a nail. Yep, we'll get there. That's what Swarovski is known for. Like the blue swan. But I get it trying to go with the times and everything like that. These are not going to be to everyone's taste, okay? If they're not, I completely understand. But for me, I've been collecting Swarovski next year for about 10 years, I'd say. I think I got my first one at Bicester Village when I was about 18. It was a big Hello Kitty. And since then, I've just absolutely been hooked. So this was part of their new, like, little Christmas range. And it's a little elf. But it's kind of like, it gives me Tim Burton vibe. Because I've got an elf before, but... when I saw this, I said to Mum, I was like, when you go and look, because she said, I'm going to go and look at the crystal, let me know, like, do a list. And I done it, and I said, but when you see these, they're not like the usual crystals. Like, they're not that they're not cute, but they're not like the usual ones. They're a bit like Art Deco-y. She was like, okay then. So she got me the set of 3. I think that it was a set of 4, but she said she saw one of them and was like, no, I'm not getting that because you wouldn't like it. I was like, okay. This is the little snowman guy. Again, people are probably sitting here thinking, what a waste of money. Who even likes that? Blah, 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 blah. I do. This is my little thing. I love Swarovski. I love... Ow! Oh, almost caught my finger in there. Almost. You did catch your finger in there, Sham. I just love, like, little collections. And they hold such dear memories because I can look at my crystals and you can ask me any crystal in my collection and I'll be like, right... Mum and Dad at Christmas, Nan for birthday, XYZ. I will know who gets me each crystal. And I love it because it's memories. It's a bit like my Pandora bracelets and my charms. You can ask me any charm and I'll be like, well, I treated myself to that one. That was when I went abroad. That's what Nan got me. That's what Mum got me. That's what Dada got me. And I love them all. And then we've got Santa. We've got the main man himself. Look at him. So I cannot wait to get all of these, once everything like goes away and my tree gets moved and put down and everything, to actually put these in my little collection, because I do have a little shelf in my unit which is just for Christmas Swarovski, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Mum said they had a carousel in store, and I was like, I saw the carousel online. She was like, if I was getting 50% off and some staff discount, maybe, but yeah, it was hella pricey, let me tell you that. Let me show you what is inside the pink box. I love this. I love this new packaging, guys. You're literally going to think, Shan, get a grip. Guys, it's a little Santa box. It's a Santa mail box on a bit of snow. I just can't. When I opened this, I was like, ah! Because I tried to get this online a few months ago and it was sold out everywhere. And I said to Mum, I was like, if you see anything from the crystal, can you please try and see if you can get Santa's mailbox? Because that was the main one I wanted to put in my thing next door to Santa. But yeah, very, very spoiled indeed. Did not expect these. And as I say, please do not think I am bragging. I've just been extremely, extremely lucky. I have a collection of dogs. I have the dog collection. But they done festive dogs. So we have here the beagle with his little hat on. I was like, oh, when I opened one, I said to Mum, I was like, have you got the set? She was like, maybe. I was like, oh my God. Because she knows how much I love my normal dogs. And then we have here the pug. He's got his little reindeer antlers on. He's been a bit festive. Reindeer antlers with his little matching neckerchief. But yeah. Does anyone else collect Swarovski? Please do let me know down below. If you do, what would you say is your favourite bit of Swarovski that you have? Or like, what is something that you wish that you want from Swarovski? As I say, mine, the carousel, hands down. Here's the little Frenchie. He's got his little Christmas neckerchief on with a little bauble. Being very mischievous. He's nicked the bauble off the tree. And then the last one, if I remember correctly, I think is the poodle. Is it the poodle? Yes. And the poodle, she has her big Santa hat on. Guys, I can't. You probably think, Shan, you're such a child. I am a child. I'm 27 years old and I'm never going to grow up. But stuff like this, I will literally keep forever. This isn't stuff that I will just have for a year or so and be like, meh. The main thing I want to try and do now with my Christmases is like stuff that I will keep for years and years. So say for example, like my gin tree. I know I'm never going to get rid of that. That will be with me till my dying day, because you know your girl always loves a gin. The electric diffuser, it's just something that I've had my eye on, but I could never find a style that I like. They either seem to be really big and round, or they was like wood effect, and I didn't want that. When I saw that, I was like, oh yes. Bottle stopper. Everyone needs a bottle stopper. Some of the stuff, like I might not have a duvet set forever, but I will get, I reckon, a good decade out of that. I mean, how long is an average span to have your duvet covers? I don't know. Sanctuary Spa. You might not have a bath product for years and years to come, but I know that I'm going to get so much use out of them. Little bits like my vinyl. I will keep that forever. As long as I have a record player in my life, I am keeping vinyl. Dada's photo printer. I will be keeping forever and a day until it breaks, and then I'll probably be like, oh my God, I need another one. Books. The books I will always keep forever. And the perfumes, they are such an investment because they're going to last me years and years to come. But my lovelies, oh my goodness, we are surrounded, and I am in a very, you know when your legs go dead, I'm in that dead position now. But that is my what I got for Christmas 2022 done. For another year, eh? So my lovelies, please, 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 I do not want anyone thinking on this video she's just bragging. I love to watch these style videos, and you guys seem to love them. The amount of DMs I've had being like, when is your what I got for Christmas coming out? I'm like, it'll be coming out very, very soon, because I didn't film it. I normally film it Christmas Day to go out Boxing Day, but I just wanted to chill yesterday. You will see in the vlog that's coming out on Saturdays our two vlogmases this week, because Sunday will be our Hello 2023 video. The start of a new year. Oh my God. Oh my blooming God. Can you believe it, eh? Can you actually believe it? But yeah, I am so, so thankful, so, so grateful, and so, so lucky for everything and everyone that anyone got. Mum, Dada, people at work, anyone who sent me a message on Christmas Day or over the Christmas period. Thank you so much. All of you get well wishes to me and Mum. It doesn't go unnoticed and is very highly appreciated. So yeah, I can't believe that's done for another year. And who knows, will we be back in this position next year? I don't know. We probably will be, but if not, it might be a whole new beginning in 2023, eh? But yes, guys, if you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below. Leave me a comment below. What was the best present that you got at Christmas? And was there anything of mine that you thought, oh, I might like a fancy into? If you do see anything you like, let me know and I'll try and leave the links for you as well. As I say, I don't want to link everything, but if there is something in particular, just let me know and I'll reply back with the link in your comment, all right? But yes, take care. Stay safe as always. And I really hope that I can actually hear out of this ear by the time we next do our video. Bye, guys.